So I've already done this for the American general size title, which can be found on the TWF YouTube page. I'm going to do it for the Australian size title now, where I break down the top 50 general size into average prize money per starter, in order of most to the least. There's the American chart for America, and here is the Australian chart. The interesting thing about the Australian chart, I'm going to say straight off, is there are 4 outliers, being Discreet Cat, the sire of Oban Buramai. He's only had 1 runner in Australia. Bull Bars, obviously, being the sire of Mr. Brightside, who's amassed 5.2 million of Bull Bars' 5.3 million, making him an outlier for only 6 runners. The third outlier is Teofilo himself. Yes, he's had a lot of runners in Australia, but his main winner, he's only had 34, but his main winner comes from Without a Fight. 8.2 million of 9.8 million, close on 81% of his total prize money. And then in 4th spot as well, Almaher is an outlier thanks to Private Eye. Almaher sits in 31st, 59 runners, but the fact that Private Eye, it represents, close to 80% of his purses, or a little bit under, sort of makes him an outlier. So you get to a situation where if you take the first 4 away, you start with Pride of Dubai as a top earning sire. Pride of Dubai qualifies. He's had 196 runners, 7 stakes winners. Yes, he's got Pride of Jenny, but it's less than 50% of his total purses. Most leading sires have at least 1 good horse. Justify second, after being first on the American list, once again confirming how good of a sire Justify is going to become. Third, I Am Invincible, our perennial leader. Extreme Choice, who stands at for 275,000 now. You can understand why when he sits 4th. Sarvabil, consistent New Zealand champion sire. Street Boss, So You Think, Harry Angel doing a great job. So You Think's figures slightly skewed, thanks to Think About It, representing just on 50% of his size total purses. The 2 that are performing excellently are both Trapeze Artist and the Autumn Sun. The Autumn Sun got an upgrade with the trifecta in the Oaks the other day, but for both of them to be above Zoostar, above Snitzel, above Hellbent, above Exceed and Excel and American Pharaoh on average earnings per runner suggests that they're both going to develop into top line sires. And you will find that they sit 1st and 2nd on the 2nd season size list currently. Trapeze Artist, the Autumn Sun and Justify. So that's another leading factor to tell you it's a very strong 3-year-old 2nd season sire crop if 3 of them are ranking inside the top 10. But once again, interesting exercise when you break down the size into average earnings per runner. It can throw up some really interesting stats that show you where the real value is in size. Thanks.